our research, generally speaking, is cell-cell interaction, but we focus on 4 types of cells. Number 1 is heart muscle cells. Number 2 is neuron cells in the brain. Number 3 is cancer cells. Number 4 is stem cells. So the reason we study those cells is very simple. For instance, we study heart cells because heart disease is the #1 killer still in the world. So most of people die because heart disease. Heart disease is very complicated, but it make it simple is the only function of heart is pump the blood go to the body, to the circulation system. What we want to do is we want to put other cells like stem cells into the heart, so to replace the diseased heart cell, so make heart recover their function. So that's what we interested. So before that, we have to make sure the cell we transplant into the heart will electrically coupled with the native cells. So we want to see whether this cell we transplant, they will couple with normal cell. But before we do animal research or human body research, we're using our biochip. So we place cell into the biochip to form a structure very close to the structure in the actual heart. And then we investigate the electrical coupling. So that's what we did over there. So we're also interested in neuronal disease. So that is the cell in the neuronal system is called neuron. So neuron cell is very close to heart cell that they cannot be regenerated. If neuron died in the brain, so your brain will have a problem. So when people get old, this problem will become serious, like Alzheimer. Alzheimer is the neuron in the brain died, so you lose your memory, and then you cannot control your everyday life. So similarly, we want to do cell transplantation, put stem cell into the brain, and then to see whether they can improve the brain function. However, the brain is composed of very complicated neuron circuit, so very complicated. For instance, in the brain, some location, one single neuron will connect it with 20,000 other neurons. I also mentioned all those research were interested in stem cell. Stem cell actually is the cell when the life just start. So all the cell is the same. So it's not a muscle cell, it's not neuron cell, it's not blood cell. Right? Stem cell have the ability to become any type of useful cell in the body. So that's why we use that to regenerate the diseased tissue. They have the ability to become any type of cell, but we do not understand how to control it. So for instance, when we put a stem cell into heart, we want them to become heart cell. When we put stem cell into the brain, we want to become a brain cell. But it's very hard to control. So what happened, maybe you put it into brain, but they become heart cell. That we do not like. That's why we do fundamental research to see how we can control the stem cell to when we want them to become heart cell, they become heart cell. When we want them to become brain cell, they become brain cell. The last research is cancer. But we know that cancer is, so far, is no very effective cure of cancer. So actually, the cancer is not something very complicated. The cancer actually is just a normal cell. When they become cancer cell, the only phenomena is they will divide. So you cannot control the divide. One cell will become two cell become four cell. The only difference is they will divide out of control. Every people have cancer cell in their body. The only reason we do not have this cancer disease is because we have a immune cell to guard our body, like the white blood cell. Actually, they will kill the cancer cell. So we using our biochip system, using the laser tweezer system, so we played single cancer cell and a single white blood cell, put them together to let them contact each other, to mimic in the body the interaction between these two cells. So we'll try to understand why and how this happened, how to prevent this happen, so to cure cancer disease.